What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Big Dev, and we are back again today with another MLB The Show 25 video. Today, I'm going to teach you guys how to make stubs by just simply playing the game. It's a really easy method that we're going to use in Diamond Quest. You don't have to flip the market. You don't have to invest or anything like that. You can actively make stubs doing this. As long as Diamond Quest is active, you can actively make stubs. So let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, this method is done in Diamond Quest. You can do it in any Diamond Quest, honestly, but what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to find the current Diamond Quest that has the most expensive cards. Now, the Easter Egg Diamond Quest with Ursig and Ricky Henderson, currently Ursig is the most expensive Diamond Quest card. He usually goes for like 14 to 16,000 stubs. However, if you do the newest one with Adam Ottavino, you are also guaranteed to get a Ballin' as a Habit pack on top of Adam Ottavino. Ottavino goes for a little bit cheaper than Ursig. He goes for around 12 to 14k, even around 10k sometimes. But you're gonna get that chance at that Ballin' pack as well, which you could also pull a diamond from. So my suggestion is, if you're playing this right now, to do this in the Ottavino Diamond Quest. Now later on down the road in other Diamond Quests, obviously use your knowledge of the game. Whatever card is going for the most, just do that Diamond Quest. Do this method in that Diamond Quest. So I'm doing the Adam Ottavino one because with the Ursig one, all I'm getting is Ursig and a useless blue egg every time I beat it. With this one, I'm getting Ottavino and a chance at a high diamond pool with the Ballin' as a Habit pack, or a high gold pool for more stubs. So that's why we're doing that. Now, what you're gonna want to do for this next part is to craft two separate lineups to use in this Diamond Quest. Now, we are using our God Squad for the majority of the Diamond Quest. So all the challenges, all the mini bosses, stuff like that, use your normal God Squad. This is my God Squad that I use for that. And then for the stadium specifically, or if you want to do the zone sweeper and get 5 packs as well, we'll get into that later, use the bunt squad. Now for the bunt squad, if this is for people that can't consistently win on GOAT, mind you. So if you can't consistently win on GOAT, you're going to want to use the bunt squad. If you can win on GOAT, by all means, go straight for the stadium, beat the stadium, sell the card, whatever. But this will help you consistently win on GOAT and get it done as quickly as possible using the bunt squad. Now, this is the squad we have crafted for this. How it works is basically you're just going to drag bunt every time the pitcher throws on the stadium challenge game, and you're pretty much going to get on base, like I would say 80% of the time with it. Unless you don't get as long as you don't get super unlucky, you should be getting on base like 70 to 80% of the time and scoring around 3 to 5 runs per game, which is plenty to win a game on GOAT. Now, this is the lineup I've crafted. You might not have all of these cards. What you're looking for in a card is 80 or higher drag bunt capabilities. So in this case, we have Jackie Robinson. He's free to everyone through the Jackie Robinson program. Ozzie Smith, also free to everyone from the XP program right now. Pete Crow Armstrong, you can get pretty easily by collecting a few Easter egg cards. All three of those guys have 99 drag bunt. Richie Ashburn, also free in the programs, the April Fool's Day program, 99 drag bunt as well. So that's 4 guys with 99 drag bunt right there. Garrett Hampson, super cheap on the market. He also has like 96 drag bunt, I believe. Yeah, 96 drag bunt at his base version. Rod Carew, only like 1,700 stubs. He has 89 drag bunt, so almost 90 drag bunt at parallel too. And then John Donaldson might be tough for you to get. You could sub him in with somebody else from the NGL card series. We have Buck O'Neil down here at DH. He also has 97 drag bunt with 73 speed. Craig Biggio is your best bet at catcher. He has 85 drag bunt with 88 speed. And then, like I said, John Donaldson, you might not be able to get him, but you can sub him out with somebody else that has like 80 plus or 70 plus drag bunt. You're just looking for high drag bunt capabilities and higher speed. So don't get somebody with like high bunt. You're not going to be bunting. You're going to be drag bunting. There's a difference. So get these guys. This is how I have my lineup set up. I have Pete Crow, Jackie, Ozzie, John Donaldson, Garrett Hampson, Richie Ashburn. I have all my top bunters up here. All these guys have 99. 1 through 6 have 99 drag bunt. And then it starts to fall off with Craig Biggio, Rod Carew, and then Buck O'Neil. A lot of times, and then on my bench, I have Ellie De La Cruz with 99 speed, 99 steal, in case I want to have to, sub him in. Say Buck O'Neil gets on base right later in the game and I need a run. He's only has 73 speed. I'm going to sub in Ellie De La Cruz at that point because he's a DH. I'm going to sub in Ellie De La Cruz at that point and then steal to third with Ellie. It's pretty easy to do so. If in an emergency situation where I need to get a runner to third base or I need a fast guy on base to guarantee me a run, that's when I would sub in Ellie for that very moment. So we'll get more into how we're doing this. We're going to the Diamond Quest. I'll show you guys exactly how to do it live. But yeah, definitely craft this bunt lineup before. It makes it a lot easier. That way, once you get to the stadium, you can back out, select it, and then go right back in and beat the stadium. Okay, so here we are in the Diamond Quest, the Adam Ottavino Diamond Quest, the newest one that's active right now. Like I said, you can do this on any Diamond Quest, whichever cards are going for the highest. Like later on down the road, this method will still work. As long as they don't put any lineup restrictions in there or anything like that. If you can use your bunt squad, this method will work on any Diamond Quest. So keep that in mind. But right now, as of making this video today on 5/5/25, the most recent Diamond Quest is the Adam Ottavino Diamond Quest. So, like I said, what you're gonna want to do is just want to play this normally. Go straight up here, all these spaces up through here, and then get up to the stadium. And then right before the stadium, I'll show you guys what to do. But I'm gonna play through these challenges real quick off camera, and then I will come back to you once I'm at the stadium. Because here we are at the stadium. We had to play through a couple of unlucky missions here. We beat every mission that we had came across. The last mission we played is the space we're on right now. It was a home run mission. We beat that. This was a pitching mission. This was an extra base hit mission, but we got hit with 3 straight mini bosses, which is really rare. I haven't had that happen to me yet. But anyway, even with all of that, kind of like an unlucky run here, we did this in about, I think 10 to 15 minutes. We got to the stadium in like 10 to 15 minutes, which is still really fast. You can do it even quicker if you get luckier with the spaces. But yeah, we had to face 3 mini bosses, which is kind of annoying. At least these 3 were only Michael Kopech, and it was only like a 1-run. We were actually tied 0-0 with 9 outs to go. So all it takes is a solo shot or a couple hits in a row, and you're finished. But like I said, it depends on like the timing of like what challenges you specifically get and stuff like that. But we still got here in a really quick amount of time. Like I said, 10 to 15 minutes. Anyway, so here we are about to go to the last stadium. We have a 90% chance to get Adam Ottavino. So we're going to back out here, save and exit Diamond Quest. Go over, as you can see, for the challenges we were using my God Squad. I'm gonna go into Manage Squad, go back to the Bunt Squad that I told you guys about earlier in the video. So that's the Bunt Squad. Here's the lineup again. If you guys want to see, screenshot it, whatever you have to do. You can screenshot this as well. And then we go back here, go back into single player, Diamond Quest, and then go right back into the quest. It's gonna be now your Bunt Squad, advance it, and then go into the Adam Ottavino stadium, go all the way down to go. Like you can see, you have a 100% chance of a ball as a habit and a 90% chance of Adam Ottavino. Now, I will tell you, there's still like a 10% chance that you won't get Ottavino. So don't get discouraged or pissed off. Oh, Big Dad, the method didn't work. You still have a chance of not getting him. I have had 2 times of like the 50 million times I've done this. I've had not gotten Ottavino 2 times when I had an 87% chance odds and an 89% chance odds to get him, and I didn't receive him. Every other time I've done this, like I said, it's been like not 50,000, but like I would say 20 plus times that I've ran this Diamond Quest with like 85% or higher, I have gotten him. So, you know, you're not always going to get him if you continuously farm this. There are going to be times when you don't get Adam Ottavino, but just know that most of the time you will get him if you win the game. So here we go. We go into our GOAT. Yes, we're going to play it, and I'll catch you guys in the game. One quick thing before we start the game. Actually, I forgot to tell you guys, choose your lowest starter when going into this game. Choose your lowest starter. Mine just happens to be Dustin May. This is because this will force the Yankees to pick their number 5 starter, and you will face their worst pitcher. So choose their lowest starter. One other tip I can give you about the pitching aspect of it is if their lowest starter in another Diamond Quest happens to be a left-handed pitcher, you're ideally looking to face a right-handed pitcher. So if they're number 5 starter, if you know they're left-handed, do the number 4 starter so you can try to face a right-handed pitcher. So either number 4 or number 5 starter. If whichever one's not a lefty, choose that one. And I know that the Yankees' 5th starter is a righty, so we're going with Dustin May here. And then, like I said, use the bunt lineup, and let's get into it. Okay, so we're facing the Gold Roger Clemens on the mound. Nothing too crazy. You're going to be facing the Gold Roger Clemens if you pick the 5th starter. Pete Crow Armstrong is the best bunter in the game, and you'll see why. Here you go. So here's the tip for drag bunting. Treat drag bunting like you're actually swinging at the baseball. Like, treat it like you're actually hitting X and you're swinging at the baseball. Treat the triangle button like the X button in this instance. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to want to aim your PCI inside or outside, whatever, towards the first base line. So right here, about mid-height towards the first base line. As he releases the pitch, bunt, boom. So I timed it up like I would a normal swing, and easy safe there, easy bunt, good stuff, great bunt. It's not going to be successful like that every time, but that's what you're looking for. Again, aim it to the right here. Jackie Robinson has 99 drag bunt. Here comes Clemens to pitch. If he pitches. And I was late there on the drag bunt, so that's going to happen. I mean, it's going to happen. He threw heat, so I wasn't expecting it. But again, try to time it up. He threw off speed there. I should be drag bunting a little bit quicker than I am right now. I'm going to steal here. And we just struck out with Jackie. It's fine. All right. Like I said, aim it to the right, a little bit lower towards the first base line here. You can see where our PCI is. And as he comes to throw, try to get that bunt down. Now, most of the time you are going to get the bunt down. We have a runner on first. You're going to get the bunt down, hopefully. and advance him over. Again, you're not always going to get strikes. It's going to be close. You're going to have unlucky times where you pop up, things like that, but just keep going with it. Again, we took a pitch there. You could tell it was not going to be a strike. We're looking for strikes. We're looking for strikes. Is what we're looking for. And again, we pop back. It was a strike, but Ozzie Smith didn't get the bunt down, unfortunately. It happens. It happens. But like I said, just keep at it, and you will get bunts down. Boom. Again, another perfect bunt, with John Donaldson. Now we have 2 runners on, 2 safe runners on. Boom. Just like that. We have 2 outs right now, so it's going to be tough for us to get a run here, but the method does work. You're going to get unlucky, but just keep trying to drag bunt, and you should be getting runners on base and scoring runs. You have 3 innings to do so. Again, for some reason, my guys are having trouble getting bunts down. Of course, the time I record a video for y'all, where he's throwing dots. Of course, when I record the video, he's throwing insane dots, and it's getting harder and harder to get bunts down right now. All right, so we didn't score any in the first inning. That's fine. That happens sometimes with our top bunters. That kind of sucks. As far as pitching goes, you're going to have to pitch very carefully here. I always pitch up and in fastballs a lot. What sucks is Dustin May has a little low control. I used to have Roki Sasaki in this spot, but I guess I changed my pitching around. Anyway, you're going to want to pitch very carefully on GOAT, because if you hang stuff, they are going to hit it for a home run, like guaranteed.
2 strikes.
It's just how it goes. All right, so he's kind of geared up for speed. The CPU works off of timing as well. He's kind of geared up for speed because threw a bunch of fast stuff in a row. So let's try a circle change here. Didn't bite. That's a great pitch. CPU will do this where they just continually foul you off every time. Yep. We're in one of those hell at bats. Literally 8 pitches now. All right, let's try a sweeper down and in. Yeah, this is one of those games. All right, we finally get him out on a pop fly to center. Like I said, just kind of mix up your spots, mix up your speeds. There's no like foolproof method to pitching on GOAT, but I usually just go up and in, fastball, try to steal a couple strikes, and then break off something low and away. That's like the bigger method. And I mean, look at this. Like the whole par is in the zone. I'm throwing perfects, but it's balls. Like we're getting a little unlucky. That's a dot right there. Sweeper down and away here. Try to stay out of the zone, and we got him to ground out. Perfect. 2 down. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for speed up and in, and then break something off low and away to get the strikeout. Judge is always scary when it's the CPU. That might not... okay, we're getting it. We're there. All right, boom. Hopefully in the second inning, I can actually show you how the drag bunt method works to score runs. We got very unlucky in that first inning with him throwing super dots and throwing a lot of balls, and us just not getting bunts down that were strikes. So it usually doesn't happen like that, but with a worst pitcher in the game, we should be fine. Let's get it. Boom. Perfect bunt. Perfect bunt. Finally. Should be safe. Yes, sir. There we go. Richie Ashburn is on. Now, the idea is to just keep it going. Keep the momentum going. You're gonna want to keep doing this over and over again. And we pop up. Like, this is just the most unlucky I've ever been doing this method on a video for y'all, which is actually insane. This is the most unlucky I've been so far. Perfect bunt. There we go. Please throw underhand. Yes. Boom. Carew is safe because he's got some speed. Let's go. You're looking for that underhand animation. They're pretty much going to be safe every time when the second baseman throws an underhand like that. And now Buck O'Neil, he's not the fastest, so this is a little scary here. Hopefully he can get the bunt down and get on. And we pop up, but he might be safe. Be safe. Yes, sir. Okay, bases loaded, 1 out. Perfect situation with our best bunter coming up. Pete Crow Armstrong. And the infield is playing back. That's huge for us as well. Infield playing back is huge. Let's go. Come on, baby. Give me something I can bunt. That is... Okay. That is what I'm talking about with this unlucky BS. That's a splitter down the middle. Perfect timed drag bunt. And he... with the best bunter in the game. Sometimes the game just hoes you like that. You just have to fight through it. You literally just have to fight through it. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Pete Crow. Pete Crow. Please. Throw me a strike, Fernando. Come on. Please. I gotta do this for the people. You're making me look stupid, and we pop up. Get down. All right, Jackie. Please get a bunt down. Please get a bunt down. Like, this is actually ridiculous. We're getting very unlucky. Getting very unlucky in recording this video. This is insane. We have 4 men or 3 men on. Can you get it down? That's a strike. Can you get the bunt down? Can you get it down? You have 99 drag bunt, Jackie. I mean, like I said, you get unlucky sometimes. This could be a hell game for all I care. Come on. There we go. We got the bunt down. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yes, finally. All right, finally we break through with a little bit of luck there and a perfectly executed bunt. Let's see if we can pile it on with a couple more bunts in a row here. But that's the method right there, okay? I'm going to pause for a second. That's the method right there. That's what you have to do. It's not going to be easy for you when you first start doing it because drag bunting, it looks really easy, but it's a little bit of an art form. You have to make sure the pitch is a good pitch to bunt, and you have to make sure you have good bunters in your lineup, and you have to make sure the timing is a little bit is there. It's like swinging at the pitch, you know? If you're late, you're going to be late. If you're going to be, you know what I mean? Like it's got to be a good timing, but once you do it enough times, it's easy to get bunts down. We're getting a little unlucky, like I said, with the fact that we're not getting bunts to go our way. Like those strikes normally get down. We should have 3 to 4 runs right now, but just a little unlucky. Popped up a couple times. Like I said, if you keep at it, we have bases loaded. It works. You just have to keep doing it. Perfect. Wait, that might be too hard. Yeah. See, yeah. So that one was too hard of a bunt. Again, you have no control over that. We have 6 hits with only 1 run. It kind of sucks because we could have had a lot more runs there if we didn't pop up with Pete Crow and then have issues with Ozzy bunting too hard for some reason. It's random. You know what I mean? You're at the mercy of the game. But at this point, Dustin May is tired now. Anytime your pitcher enters the yellow, just put a new pitcher in. Just put a new pitcher in, someone you're good with, usually someone that has a little bit of heat that they can throw with or high hits per 9. Like Mason Miller has 113 hits per 9. He's nasty. We put him in. So with Mason Miller in, we just got Mickey Mantle out. And like I said, high heat and then break it off, low and away slow stuff, or just low slow stuff is usually the way to go. Sometimes the CPU will pop off and they'll just destroy an up and in dotted fastball for a no doubt home run. That's the way she goes. Even if you don't hang the pitch, that's just the CPU being the CPU. You can't really do anything about that. But like I said, this is the better method that I've come across to get batters out on Hall of Fame when you're pitching. As you can see, he's fouling everything off right now, and we're getting some yellows, which is not good. You're more likely to get like swings and misses on perfects. From what I've noticed, perfect, we sawed him off. That's going to be 2 down right there. We have another inning to get some more runs, so hopefully we do get some more here in a second. There we go. 3rd out, done. And now we will go into the 3rd inning and try to get a cushion for the bottom of the 3rd. And that's just a bad attempt right there. It's a ball. But like that last one is a strike. Like most of the time, you're getting that down for a bunt. That's going to be too hard. It's not an ideal bunt right there. And he's going to be out. Like I said, what you're looking for is that like kind of dribbler bunt into that no man's land empty area right over here is what you're looking for. So like I said, adjust and do your best. I mean, that's a super dot right there. Holy smokes. But we're looking for that bunt into no man's land. I'm going to steal if Garrett gets on. If Garrett gets on, I'm stealing. Again, that's 2 super dots. I mean, those are really hard pitches to bunt, but they're strikes. And again, I mean, look at those pitches. That slider right there was on the black. Like, what am I supposed to do? You get unlucky? Nothing. We might have to only do this with a 1-run lead, chat. It's the way she goes. That's a perfect bunt from Richie right there. Perfect bunt, barehanded, throws it, safe. Let's go. Okay, 2 outs. 7th guy in the lineup is up. I don't foresee us scoring here, but with the way this game has gone, but you never know. So here we go. Come on, let's go, Craig. That's a great bunt. Great bunt from Craig. Please be underhanded. Yes, safe all day. Got the underhand animation. Perfect. Again, this is cheesy, chat. Like I'm telling you guys right now, this is cheesy, but if you suck, it works. You know what I mean? Like if you're not good at the game, this is what you got to do to win on go and get stubs quickly. And we pop that up. We might still be safe though. All right. So 8 hits and only 1 run to show for it. That clearly shows you that this method works. Just every time we get into a spot with runners on, a bunt like that happens. That's very, very rare. I'm telling you guys, just do this yourself. Try yourself. It's very rare. Like I said, again, put in a fresh pitcher every time you're in the yellow at all with your pitchers. Okay, here we go. Let's try to close this thing out with 1 run. Got him. That was way closer than it should have been. Great pitch. Great pitch. That's 2 down. Let's go. All right, we're facing the 9 hitter. Come on. Jazz Chisholm. Come on, baby.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Perfect. Let's go. All right. A little bit scarier than it needed to be, but it worked. The bunt method worked, as you can see. We only scored 1 run, but like I said, you know, we could have scored a lot more. We got a little unlucky. But that's fine. That's fine. We still won. Let's see what our rewards are. All right, so we had a 90% chance to get Ottavino. Let's see if we got him, and we did. Boom, and 100% chance to get the ball. And so we got Ottavino and a ball and pack and some XP along the way, and some other packs along the way as well from defeating the challenges. So let's back out. We're just gonna end there. My experience has been, if you go and play the second stadium, I'm not even joking you, 50% of the time I've lost the second stadium, so I don't even chance it anymore. I don't know what it is, but this game really decides to hoe you when you play that second stadium game on GOAT. So I've noticed that like I've won way less on the second stadium as I do on the first. So I just restart and go right back to the first stadium every time because he's more expensive of a car anyway. I mean, you could get both Jung and Ottavino and a second ball in as a habit pack. You could risk it. I've done it before and I've been successful at it sometimes, but other times I'm telling you the game will hoe you and you will lose that second stadium. So I just say take your rewards and run. So if we back out here, go to the shop here, search up Adam Ottavino. Boom, he's only going for 12K right now. So it's not the best price right now. Not really sure why he's so cheap. So you're gonna get about 10.7K right there. And like I said, it really it only took I would say like 20 total minutes of play time to get this done. And if you wanted to, like I said, you go for the second stadium and get another like 8 to 10K from Josh Jung and another ball and pack. So we got that from him. Now let's go open our 1 ball and pack that we got. I'm not going to open the other packs because they were already here, but I think we got a silver. We got these 3 bronzes, a silver, 1 of these show packs, and then a ball and pack. So like I said, you can open those up. Let's just for research purposes, let's just open these up and see what we can do with them. See, I use my silvers to exchange for golds, so you could do that. So I'm not going to sell my silver, but that's like 180 stubs right there. Another bronze. Let's see. Another bronze. Okay, that's fine. I mean, nothing crazy. You can pull golds from these. And we did pull a gold. Really lucky there. We got 900 subs from that. That's a lucky pull. Boom. That's another 900 subs added to our total from just 1 run. And then the ball and pack is a guaranteed gold at least, or it could be a diamond. And we got a gold, and it was a decent gold. He goes for about 1,000. I'm just gonna quick sell him for 900. Boom. So we got 2 900. So 1,800 plus, you know. So about you know 12. I would say 12 to 15K. We got about 12K that run, relatively based on what you do, like I said. And if you go to the second stadium and get another ball and a Josh Jung, you can get even more stubs. But I would recommend just doing that over and over again, and you're gonna net about 20K stubs. So like I said, hopefully this method helps you out. The bunt cheesing really does work in Diamond Quest. You can win on go pretty much every time. Like you saw, I only scored 1 run and we still won. It didn't even work the best that it can work for you guys, for me in that run, and we still got the rewards. So just, I say, if you're not a great player, if you can't consistently win on go, and if you don't feel like playing the entire map to get your rewards, to either farm stubs or just get the rewards quickly, this is your best bet. Craft this bunt squad that we have crafted here, and you should be able to win on Diamond Quest most of the time. And I will see you guys in the next video.